Let's see. Have you heard about the news that Jungkook was bullied in the military? That has been asked of so many times. So let's see. Uh, don't mind those people. Number one, as I've mentioned in the past, they're unless they share, unless their agency shares, it is none of our business what's happening in their lives. Second, when people are doing videos like this or posting things like this, what kind of evidence do they have that is actually believable? These people are just looking for clicks. They just want clicks. They just want people to view their videos so that they could earn. And the more we listen to these people, the more that we're actually working against BTS. So my advice is this: no matter how hard it is, and no matter how tempting it is, if BTS themselves or their agency, if they don't share it themselves, let's not consume it. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for questions. Do we need to worry about our seven? We need to constantly worry about our seven in the way that we worry about the people that we love, just because we're always worried about them because we always want the best for them. But worried in the sense that, oh, something might happen, like somebody might be bullying them. The one I always say, like, do we even know Jungkook to even think that he will allow anybody to bully him? Like, I know we don't know them personally, but we know a little of him for us to know he's not going to allow himself to be in that situation. Second, he's with Jimin. He can, even without Jimin, take Jimin out of the equation, he can very well protect himself. He can fight back. He's not going to allow himself to be put in that situation. And then you add Jimin, those two can take down the entire military if they want. Okay. Georgia, apparently I hate shoes. They hurt my feet. Why would you buy so many hateful things? I don't know. A lot of people like shoes. So I also only wear almost exclusively sneakers because I also don't like heels, nothing like that. So yeah, I'm your sneakers kind of person. If I need to go to a wedding and it's a formal wedding, I would usually wear something long, um long skirt or something, and then wear sneakers under. Like, it's going to get covered anyway. So are you going to RM movie tomorrow? No, Saturday. I'm going Saturday. Is Suga in the same camp now? So this they get rotated, the office workers, the where the kind of service that he's rendering, they get rotated. So don't be surprised if he gets rotated and transferred to another camp or another office. That's just a regular rotation. From Sakura, Jimin is black belt in Taekwondo. JK is safe, right? Jungkook can box too, I think. Uh, Jimin is a black belt in Taekwondo, black belt in Kendo. And I believe he there is another there's another martial arts that he's a black belt. He has three. Jungkook is also a black belt in Taekwondo. But those are sports. Those are sports. Those two are fierce. They can take down the entire military if they want. So don't worry about them fighting, like knowing how to fight for themselves. They aren't weak. These are strong people, smart. They know their way. And the other thing, but most importantly, the most important thing that we need to remember is that if they do not share it themselves, it is none of our business. We need to respect that and just apply it to yourself. Like, even if we're worried about you, like you have a problem and so worried about you, would you like it if we talk to other people about it? Like, if I meet one of you and you confide to me one of your problems, I'm so worried about it, and I just start talking about it in my video, would you appreciate that? You wouldn't, right? Because just because you trusted me doesn't mean you're allowing me to broadcast your story. It's the same for these people. We need to respect that. Just because someone learns about it, and just because we're worried about it, doesn't give us the license to spread it. So let's respect them until they actually are the ones to talk about it. Miso soup, I didn't know that about JK, that he's a black belt. He's a black belt. Lara Nuki, they wouldn't dare bully our Bangtan. They wouldn't dare. um, okay, I'm looking for questions. I worry a lot. Sylvia said, I worry about Suga nowadays because I fear that he may feel shame over the scooter incident. I think he is also, this is my take for now until I learn otherwise. I think Suga is very mature already. I think he was very sorry that he caused fans worry. I think he's very sorry that his brothers are worried about him. His family is worried about him. I think he's sorry about those things. He's the kind that never ever wants to cause any kind of inconvenience. But I also know that he knows he didn't do anything wrong. So I think the regret that he feels is just because he's a very compassionate person. He doesn't like causing any kind of worry to the people that he loves. He doesn't like worrying armies. So I think that he regrets. But I also know that he knows he didn't do anything wrong. I think he's a smart person to know that. He's very mature and he has gotten into that stage of his life where he just knows. Like maybe he's a little bit angry because he became the subject of people, ordinary things. But I think he knows it's not his fault. What kind of work do you do in the music industry? Also, the deceased MHJ has hater Asian, like Mary J. Blige says in her song Family Affair. Oh, okay. All right. Suga is strong enough. Mark, Hapkido is Jimin's other martial. Yes. Okay, yes. Hapkido. So Taekwondo, Hapkido, and Kendo. The three martial arts that he has. Black belt. Georgia said Hapkido thing was that he took some classes. I don't think he spent a lot of time doing it from his description. I think he has black belt. Because I do remember someone mentioning he has three. Sakura, I could be wrong. I don't know him personally, by the way. So I could be wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe. Um, Yo Van F. Where could I find a list of BTS and solo Christmas songs? Good question. Try going to Bangtan TV and then go to their collections. Go to their playlists, playlists or collections, and you might see the list of the Christmas songs that they released. Lara Nuke said, I feel that Suga was sorry and felt bad, but I can see he was annoyed that it was overblown. Okay, Monica said, is asking, do you think that the deep mind of Namjoon could be thinking about not wanting to be in BTS for too long? I don't think so. Again, I don't know them, just want to make it a qualifier. I do not know them personally. So this is just how I perceive how their minds work. I think, I believe them when they say they want to be in BTS for a very long time. And if possible, they want to be BTS forever. I believe them when they said that when they are older and they have kids and their grandfathers, they still want to be BTS, even if it means sitting down and performing the entire concert, sitting down, and it's just 2,000 or 200 people watching them. They will continue to perform as BTS. I want to believe that. I believe that. But I also know they need to also fulfill their own creative pursuits as solos, as an individual artist. So I think they'll find a balance. I do think that eventually they won't be as active anymore. It's not like the way that they are now, where when they are constantly releasing music. But I think maybe every festa during their anniversary, they'll release something, or one of them will release something. Maybe they'll come together every 2 years, 3 years, who knows? But I think that is they'll find the right cadence for them so that they're doing their own thing. I mean, some of them are going to have families, right? If not all of them. Some of them will have their own families. Of course, they're going to have to take care of their kids, take care of their wives, so they cannot be this active forever. But I do believe them when they say they will remain BTS forever, and that means every now and then coming together just so they can release something. Gail Gober said Suga said that he wanted to still be singing as BTS in a wheelchair. Cat Tiger said if they wanted to quit BTS, why would they sign a 10-year contract? It's not just a 10-year contract, as far as I know. Sakura Kaliko said, is there any video explaining how they achieved success as both as a group and soloists? I've had several videos of that. If you're a member of my Patreon, I'll do a playlist. So I'll put all the links of all the videos explaining how they manage success. I discussed, because in the beginning, I don't know if young armies actually know this, but they were getting accused in the beginning that the only reason they are popular is because of social media. Like, oh, without social media, they wouldn't become popular. I explained that as well. I explained the music, what makes them different, and all that. So I'll do like a playlist, all the links, all the topics. But also, I know that Bora City magazine is often mentioned in my channel. A lot of armies actually find her channel helpful. Maybe you want to check her out. I don't watch any of her videos, and many of you already know why. Because I don't want to be insecure. I hear her a lot, so it means that she's very good at what she does. I don't want to feel insecure. So maybe you can check her out if you want. Ron C. Lin, Ate suggest if so she's suggesting something. Can you rate the boys' solo activities performance songs from top 10 to 1 per member their work yet? That's going to be that will be used by a lot of solos to attack me. So what I'll do is this. Once once the promotion of this year, at the end of the year, I'm planning to do like a year end, my own Spotify rap, my own Asian entertainment and culture rap or replay. I'm going to review some things. One and BTS is going to do. I'm going to review. I'm going to devote a specific episode just for BTS, their solo activities. So I'll analyze them. I will think about whether I should rank them or not. Lara said, I'm waiting for Suga to score a movie, a soundtrack by producer Suga. What I actually want to do, something to that effect, for him to produce a movie, score a movie, but I also, all of them to actually like do an animation movie where they will be writing and doing this, the singing voice of the characters. I'm hoping it's BD21 in the future. Um, and who knows, maybe Jungkook can direct and Suga can do the soundtrack, and all of them can do the soundtrack or something like that. But I also want them to voice the characters. Me Too said the irony of BTS becoming popular as a result of social media and NJ sabotaging their career as a result of social media. Yeah. Adam Nang. Okay. Oh, he deleted what he was asking. Um, okay, I want Beatrice said I want J Hope fashion designer or V. Maybe J Hope or V can do the production design. Maybe V can do cinematography. And J Hope can do the production design, like the clothing, something like that. Who knows, right? I think Jin is going to be, if you put together Jin and Jimin, they're going to be great writers for kids. Okay. Sylvia said, do you think JK still supports New Jeans? I think he's a compassionate person. So I do think that he knows that they are manipulated. So I think he's very aware of that. So is he supportive of New Jeans? I think uh he is he supports for them to get better. So Reg said, thank you for saying this to our universe. Saying what? Jancy said, I'm not worried. Okay. I'm going to look for questions before I go. Maybe 3 more minutes. Rachel said, Boris said he has nothing on you. You have. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't comment because, as I've said, I really avoid watching her videos because I really don't want to be insecure. So, but I will take it as a compliment, and I will use that as an inspiration to keep on going. Monica Tickle World said, do you think that V would be higher on charts and award shows if they promoted him as R&B solo artist? Will he be? You mean in US shows? In US shows, I because I think for Korea, they are not ready for the kind of music that V is putting out, and they are also not ready to give a K-pop idol a chance to actually be known to be other than a K-pop idol. In the US, um, uh, we don't know if they aren't starting to do that already. Do remember that jazz and R&B are dominated by a specific group in the US, and they're very cliquish. So for you to penetrate that, it'll take a lot of work. So we don't even know if they are not trying, right? We don't know that yet. Maybe they are trying, but as I've said, just because they want it doesn't mean that they can do it. So let's give it time. He just released one album. All the things that he has been releasing have been singles, and he isn't here to promote. So let's give it time. He does need to promote heavily. He needs to he needs to start from the bottom. If he really wants to get into the jazz R&B genre, he needs to actually do what every other jazz artist and R&B artists try to do, and that is to go bars, do bar tours, play songs, be in that universe for him to really be accepted, or become more popular. So, um, all right. Okay, so question by Monica. Do you think being in the military will change the way the guys relate to each other? I think it'll change and also still be the same. I think their core, the bond, is going to be the same, if not stronger. I think they have realized the value of each other. I don't know if you remember what RM posted as a response to, um, was it? It was Jungkook's post. I think he responded to, and he said, "I miss you." And I miss Bangtan. And I really felt that. I think they all have realized the value of each other, how much they actually miss each other, how much they value each other. But also, it is part of everybody's psyche to grow up, right? So I think it'll change for sure because they have grown up, they have all matured. But also, um, the question is not whether or not it'll change it, but is it going to change for the better? I think that is a better question. And because I know that they have the right foundation, my answer would be, of course, it's going to change for the better. They have the right foundation. They have the right foundation as individuals, and they have the right foundation as a group. So their growth will change, but it's going to grow for the better. Adam Nang said, "Sorry, too much apps. I not you don't use Patreon, so you don't know how to use it. It's really easy, and there is a free membership. So if you just want to try and you're not sure, Yoongi. Okay, I'm looking for questions. So Robin Carr said, question: When J Hope was in LA, wasn't there a word of him doing fashion with Pharaoh? There was a word. Yes, you're correct, but they have not released anything. So I guess you're just gonna have to wait. Georgia said, "We love Boris City and we also love you." Oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, she's an institution. She's a legend in the community. So to be mentioned in the same breath as she is, and that's an honor for me. Shelly Bratz, thank you for doing this for us. No, thank you for supporting me. Gail Gober said, "Did ADOR file suit against Bratz yet?" Not yet. They have not done that. My in the last live stream, my assessment is that they're going to wait. They're really going to wait. I think they're going to try and establish a workflow and see if the girls are actually going to fulfill the commitment that they are giving them. And for as long as they're fulfilling it, I think they will try to hold off on the lawsuit. Nobody wants a lawsuit, by the way, no matter how rich the company is. Nobody wants that. Everyone tries to avoid that. And the best lawyers will tell you that the best lawyers don't go to court. So I think they're going to try and avoid that and like see how far they can actually push this, and they will only file if they have unreasonable doubt that they are going to be without so it's beyond reasonable doubt that they're going to win the case. Okay, next question from Beatrice. I lost you. Let's see if I can find you. Nope, I can find you. um Okay. See if I can find any more question before I go off for the night. Rona Celine, she said that it's difficult to find the words. It is always difficult to find the words. Beatrice asked, we can expect a collab of V with Lady Gaga? Can we expect that? Can we expect that? I think she's going to be one of the artists that he will try to collaborate with. I don't know. By the way, I have absolutely no connection to these people. Okay, you might think like I'm trying to play coy. Absolutely not. Um, it's just that my work allows me to have some contacts within the industry, but with I don't have direct contacts with these people. Okay, just want to make that clear and put it out there. I'm not trying to like be coy or be mysterious or whatever. Not none of that. MG asked, "What event is Mama Roach holding tomorrow?" She has a talk with. She has another talk like similar to the Yonde card talk that she delivered. She has another one. Susie Licks, why did the chicken go to the shaman to see the other side? Okay. Looking for other questions. From Monica, do you think there are more stands than OT7 or solo stands? No, no. I think there are more OT7 for sure. I think more releases on 2025 for all the members. Okay. Rana, I'll take like one, maybe two more questions before we go off for the night. And thank you for those that are liking the video. If you can, please like the video. Is Old Shore still live at Hybe apartment? Yes, that is the last what I learned of, which was about just before I was talking to my friend, like before the martial law thing. I was talking with him, and apparently they are still living in the same apartment. Um, well, at least it is still under them. Okay. Clouds and Coffee. I said I think MHJ's speech will be overshadowed by the martial law drama. I mean, it's a huge thing. So, you know. Okay. Of course, Claire said, of course, Mama Roach will host another event when RM drops his documentary. Yeah, I mean, it's not just RM's, definitely RM's documentary. Of course, we have Jungkook's documentary as well in Disney Plus, and then V, VX Bing Crosby. So a lot of things that are happening. Um, so yeah, and then let's also not discount the fact that other groups are also doing their own activities. Groups that Mama Roach actually hate, Le Seraphim, Isle It, they have their own thing going. So I think she is not just targeting BTS but also those groups. Cat Tiger Teggy Cult. Let's get this straight. Nothing has changed for those brats. They are still under ADOR's contract. They're still under ADOR's contract. Many of the things that they're doing, all of the things that they're doing are still arranged under ADOR, and ADOR is still getting the checks. So I've mentioned in the last live stream, I think ADOR is going to wait until someone makes the mistake of sending the check directly to the five girls, and they're going to drag that company to court. They're going to drag them to court and back, and then court again and back, and then court again. And they're going to make an example out of that company. So I don't think anybody is going to dare. I mean, unless you're super stupid, but I don't think anyone is going to dare do any business directly with the five girls and Mama Roach because they know the trouble that they're going to get into. I mean, Hybe is still a Korean company, and the Korean court is most likely going to favor the local company. Cat's Eyes seem to be doing well, according to me too. They are. I love them, especially because the leader is actually a Filipino. And she's very good. She's a very good singer. She's a very good leader, it seems. Okay.